creating a platform for yourself to share this to pass this information along as well? And are you thinking of like doing videos and things like that, or like?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it the last few days.
And how do you feel when you describe that?
Um, it's paper plane rain with an intuitive message. Um, I had in my mind a certain way that I wanted to organize and structure, I guess, the delivery, but I'm going to just allow myself to be more intuitively and divinely led. Um, and it is, I don't have any intentions on edit, editing, editing this message. And if so, it'll be very minimally. But however it comes out is how it's going to come out. And as I just said, that I just saw like four birds cross my vision. So the number four can be significant. Birds themselves can be significant. I'm feeling this energy of anxiousness, nervousness. You can be someone that, the past couple years or so have been really challenging, difficult, trying for you. You could have had some dark moments. Another bird crossed my vision. A plane is crossing my vision as we're speaking. Planes could be significant. You could have been someone who has had like a rough time, a really rough time. Oh, they're starting to really be active now as I'm speaking. Birds. And you could resonate with being someone that is going through an awakening, or feel like you've gone through multiple and you're finally starting to feel like yourself more and more each day. You might have your moments, but you're starting to feel like yourself. You're starting to get back to your childlike energy. You're starting to feel excited again. You feel more hopeful. You feel this energy that you don't know what it is, but you know something is about to change for the better. You feel like you have great things coming in, and you do. I also picked up on this energy of other energies, other opposing energies that also know the greatness that you're destined for, and that the blessings that are on their way to you. So you may be called to up your protection at this time. So for instance, if you do something once a month, you might want to do it once a week. Stay on top of you might be called to take more baths, more spiritual baths, showers, just incorporating other elements of protection, other layers of protection. So when I felt this energy, I woke up channeling songs, and I saw another bird just then as I was saying that. I woke up hearing that song, Jill Scott. When I wake up, and I know I will do it, I had let you go, and everything I went through was beautiful. So you might resonate with having to have cut someone or something or a setting. You might have to sacrifice something, to sacrifice certain energies. You may have been led to distance yourself from certain people. You may have been led to move from certain places. You may have been led to leave your job. And oh wow, I just saw like a whole flock of birds just cross my window. So it's giving this energy of you're awakening, like who I'm speaking to, like you've done the work. You've done the work, and the shit was not easy by a long shot. You are still doing the work. You are awakening. You woke, like you can't go back to sleep. And what you have coming to you is beautiful. You've let what you need to let go, and you're about to step into, I'm excited, like you're about to step into some things that are far more beautiful than what you could have ever fathomed. So that's the first song I heard when waking up, and then I heard who is that? Glorilla, TGIF. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees, and I was like, I get like I channel music all the time. Like it's something that you may resonate with, being a person to where along with the energy of feeling like you've been through rough patches and stuff, and like climbing yourself out of dark spaces. Music may also be significant for you. You may receive messages through music. But I started hearing TGIF, and I'm like, why am this doesn't tie in with the energy that I don't know if, but then I'm gonna come back to that because I realized later on in the day why. So also the energy of maybe the energy of recognizing and acknowledging certain characteristics and aspects and abilities about yourself. There's a bird that you either A, considered as a curse before, or you didn't realize that it was a actual gifts. So you may be someone that you're starting to have certain experiences and you're waking up to your natural abilities. And then I heard Lights, Camera, Action by Mr. Cheeks. And I don't know why, but I kept hearing that song. Like, I've been hearing that song on and off for like some weeks. I'm talking Lights, Camera, Action, having singing out. Sorry, Miss Jackson. That's a very right there. But I was just feeling this real feel good, excited energy. And as I was getting up and getting myself ready for the day, because I had the previous day was a not so great day, my energy was off, my mood was off, but I did what I needed to do to get back into balance. And this particular morning, I woke up feeling good. You know, I'm hearing the songs that I'm hearing or whatever, and I'm getting up, getting ready. I go to the bathroom, and I see there's another bird. There's two, and I see. It's like I turned the lights on, and I was immediately enveloped by this cloud of bright glowing orbs, and it was just like, it just made me feel so, it was just like a show of not only just like divine presence, but just like letting me know that I was being confirmation of just the level of protection, and just showing, like, giving me that warmth and comfort that I need. So you could resonate with, you are starting to see increased signs and synchronicities in what just may feel like comfort from the divine. So on the way to work, I started feeling this. I started hearing, I gotta be the one you love, baby. I gotta be the one you love. Something like that. But Jagged Edge, I gotta be. And then I saw snow in my mind's eye. So snow could be significant. It can be snowing where you are. Snoring, I don't know why I said that. Snoring could be significant for someone. But it was given like this old energy. So some of you may have someone from your past trying to resurface in the near future. You might feel somebody in your energy. You might feel called to reapply that pressure when it comes to protecting yourself and keeping those cords cut and having boundaries when it comes to your energy. Another song I kept hearing, there's a bird and it's waving at me. Y'all, you might resonate with not only the increased synchronicities, the numbers, the animals, birds can have a special significance, but it's like the way that they interact with you. Like, you might have witnessed a increase in not only the presence but the interaction that you have with nature, specifically birds. Like, you can be driving down the road and you can have a whole flock of birds like cross your path, and it looks like they're doing like some acrobats or something like wild in the air, like. And it's certain instances to where you like, that like, I know, like, that's for me, like that's for me. You over the past couple of years, you may have seen certain species of birds that you've never seen or you've never seen in real life. You may have had interactions with birds up close and personal that you didn't even know existed. But yes, back to what I was saying. I started hearing Step by Glorilla, and it's another song where I originally I took it to mean like you can be one of those people, like you're divinely protected. Fours have been coming out a lot, all variations, palindrome, mirror numbers, 44444. So you could resonate with being someone that is highly protected. So you can have a team that's gonna step about you. This could mean for you having someone come in like a divine partner. They not gonna play about you. You may be called to step into your personal power at this time. And a bird is like literally waving at me as I said that. You could have been feeling lately like, in your, since you've been awakening, you could have had your purpose revealed to you. Whether you heard God directly or it came through another, y'all heard it, the horn beep, or whether it came through another divine messenger. Maybe you got a reading or you watched a reading or a channeled message. Maybe you've had a vision or multiple visions. Maybe you've had dreams about your purpose and what you've been called to do, to step into. And that can be tied to that energy of anxiousness and feeling and uneasiness at the beginning of the video. You could be someone that's kind of amping yourself up to step into your calling, which you've been called to do. So still, that can be taking that step of faith, taking that first step, whatever that may mean, whatever that may look like for you. And then I kept hearing, it's certain parts of the song I kept hearing, step baby, keep it pushing. So that could, you could take that to mean, you're gonna have energies that try to distract you, like keep that shit pushing, like stay focused. Do what you feel called to do. Block out all the external noise. Stay protected, and you gonna be good. And so it's kind of like this back and forth. This energy keep trying to creep up, like this old energy. Cause this part where she say, I want a pro, I want a veteran, I don't want no rookie. Like, you could, like, it's given, y'all not even gonna be aligned anymore. Like, you've done so much work on yourself. Like, you've grown so much. Like, there's a bird. You've ascended so high. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna just tell you the truth. You could be seeing a lot of certain numbers. You can be seeing a lot of, I mentioned the fours earlier. You can be seeing a lot of palindrome numbers. So those are numbers where it can be read the same backwards, forwards and backwards. So for an example, 545. You can be seeing a lot of mirror numbers like 12, 12, 12, 21. Some other numbers that came out with this energy is 1001, 144. If you know, you know. 1111, 111, 456. So some of these numbers are giving the energy of step, going back to the music channel from earlier. So I've mentioned the birds, of course, the planes, helicopters can be significant. Cats, specifically black cats or Black Panther, can be significant. Purple, either the color or the movie. And I kept hearing like, until you do right by me. And another thing that I wanted to mention, this particular morning, there's a bird. This particular morning, I had a vision of a white Chevy truck, and I saw red and blue flashing lights, and I saw the number 5 and the number 2. So those numbers can be significant. The number 5 or the number 2 or the number 52 or the number 7 or the number 10. So it's given the energy of justice. Maybe you are someone that resonates with experience, and there's a light that just came on. Experiencing injustice throughout your life in some way, shape, form, or fashion. This can be from family, it can be from friends, it can be from romantic relationships, it can be in the workplace. It can be a combination of those things. But this is given the energy of you will receive justice for some wrongdoing. We know 5 to be change. 5 is that change energy, and 2, we know that to mean partnership and balance and duality, but 2 can also mean justice. So something is changing with the scales, something can be changing within the time frame of a week. We know there's 52 weeks in a year. So within a year's time, you're definitely not going to be the same person. Some other things that you may be experiencing as far as abilities or changes in your body. You may be experiencing things with your hearing. Ringing in the ears can be significant, or you may have moments to where it feels like the room goes quiet for a minute, like the world goes quiet. You can be receiving communication through music. You can be receiving a lot of downloads and insights, or just trusting your own intuition and insights lately. Seeing things with your spiritual eyes and from a higher perspective. Hearing things with your spiritual ears. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm gonna make it a thing. So you can be a person to where, like, somebody can say something into the next person, like it translate to what they said is straightforward, but to you can be a person to where somebody can say something and you know exactly what they really said, not what came out of their mouth, but what they really said. So that can be significant. I also heard fine tuning and final touches. You may be feeling a desire to change certain habits, change certain beliefs, this can be your aesthetic. You may feel called to do something different with your hair, or get a hair color, or change up your style, experiment with certain things that you wouldn't normally try. And back to that hearing things with your spiritual ears. Like, you may be noticing certain words that keep repeating themselves. Like there might be a specific word or a specific phrase that you notice people keep saying that stands out to you. You may be experiencing hearing people say things, but it's like a certain sentence or something specifically that stands out to you to where you know that it's a divine message for you to hear in that moment in time. So on this particular day, this particular energy, I heard it's for me and me only. So you can be working on some things, you can have some ideas, and it's giving the energy of like you need to keep things for yourself. Like keep it private until the big reveal. Like don't tell nobody. It's between you and God at this point. I also pick up you may be a mother. I picked up on motherhood and how like say if you a mother, you got kids, of course. You may be someone to where you feel like you can't never have shit to yourself. Like you always have to share everything. And like I've watched that. Like I've watched certain people in my life, whether it was friends or family, experience certain aspects of motherhood. Like it ain't no such thing as mine. Like it's ours. Like you're sharing everything. Like you can't eat in peace. You can't go to the bathroom in peace. Like you can't sleep in peace. Like it's always, you are constantly giving yourself, your time, your energy to your kids, to your spouse, if applicable. Like it's you may resonate with being one of those people to where like you just self-identity is coming up. Self-identity. You may resonate with the energy of being a people pleaser. So either it's something that you need to keep under wraps, something that you're working on, some idea, some vision, some goal that you have, or either you need to do something for yourself that is only going to be just for you, or it can be a combination of those things. Some of you may be called to go on vacation, take a break, and it needs to be just for you. Like you may be feeling called to not only take a vacation, but you may be feeling called to go alone, take a solo trip. This don't have to be international. It can be domestic. It can be a staycation. Get out the house, get away from the kids, like pamper yourself, love on yourself. And I heard something to look forward to. And it reminded me of, there's this movie, I don't know if it's still on there, but I want to say it was called 13, about the 13th Amendment. It's on Netflix. And that can be a sign, that can be significant for someone. But it was a certain part of the movie where, I forget her name. I think her name is Tessa Thomas or something like that. But one of the actresses, she was like, happiness is something to look forward to. And that, ever since I heard it, that stuck out, in my mind. You can be someone that's experiencing not only seeing your thoughts, like you can think something and you can think something, you can have a certain thought, and it can be within a matter of seconds or minutes, like you will see like an actualization of your thoughts in the physical. Like you may be someone that's seeing and hearing your thoughts be confirmed. Like you can think something and you might hear somebody say something that confirms what you just thought. So I was being spoken to. I guess you can say somebody was kind of giving like a speech or an announcement, or just, giving a rundown, sharing, their experience. And I'm one of those people, like I can take little nuggets and little gems from, like I can recognize what's a divine message. Like you might be somebody that's talking, I might not catch nothing else, but I'm gonna catch what I need to hear. And so I was hearing this speech this day, and she said 144 was already taken. And y'all, y'all, listen. Listen, that's just confirmation. You may have been experiencing signs that are confirming that you're either where you need to be, or that confirmation of that your path is already laid out for you and that you're on the right path. For an example, you can see your last name on a street sign. You might not have a common last name, so it might be certain instances to where you see stuff and you just know, like, religion is also something that came up for me with this energy. You may, as you have been awakening, you may have had to process examine your beliefs around religion. You may be someone that grew up religion. You can relate to Christianity. So as I was receiving this download, I'm I'm writing my notes or whatever, trying to make sure I don't see anything, and I see, as I'm speaking right now, I see another plane flying by. But I'm writing my notes, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything, and I had somebody call my name, and it kind of scared me in a way, so I kind of jumped a little bit. But my energy is really playful and bubbly most of the time. So I just kind of laughed it off or whatever, and she was like, you need to go to church. And I just kind of laughed it off, and but I was like, I promise, I already was like, I was in church in that moment, and later on in the day, as I was thinking or reflecting on that moment, I heard, "You interrupted my service." So it was a message for me to, and possibly for you, whoever is listening to this, it was a message to be mindful of people trying to disrupt your connection. You may have been someone to where it's like you may have grew up one way. You may have, maybe all you knew is Christianity. Like I mean, you just woke up and you was Christian. Like I can't really think of a better way to say it. Like it wasn't something you decided for yourself. It was something that you were kind of birthed into. Something that was passed down from something that was passed down from your grandmother, your mother, your grandparents before them. Like it was all you knew, but maybe you're someone that resonates with the energy of knowing that there was something more, knowing that there was more to know. And I will church is within you. And this isn't to negate anybody else's beliefs, but for those who I'm talking to, you are the building, you are the altar. Your relationship with Source, with God, the Most High, whatever term you resonate with, is yours and yours only. The conversations that you have with God, what God has instructed you to do, is between y'all, and it's nobody else's business. It's nobody else's business. You may resonate with the pride community, LGBTQ plus. You may have experienced conflict or losses with people in your life, whether it was family or friends or intimate relationships. You may have lost people or have conflict with these people regarding conversations around spirituality and sexuality. You may resonate with being like a black sheep or a rebel energy. So, for those who I'm talking to, for those that this message resonated with, you are being called to share your gifts, share your light, share your. Going back to the speech I spoke of earlier, where the lady said 144 was already taken. Guess what she also said? Something that I heard with my spiritual ears, something that I ain't had nothing to do with. She said something that I also heard that she said share your experience, and I took that as divine instruction and guidance to share your experience, share your journey. You have people that could benefit from hearing what you have to say. You have people that needs to see and hear, hey, this person has been through XYZ and look at where they at. Or it's not just me, you know. There's other people like me that's experiencing the same thing or that has experienced the same thing, has overcome. So, a couple more songs that came up was this is a song called Closer by Kenyon Dixon. And there's this line where he says, they've always known, never too wrong, too far from home. So this song is given like this is this old energy creeping up, and as I was receiving as I was getting these downloads, like I heard You Lost Your Home. I don't know if y'all heard it, but that was confirmation. I heard You Lost Your Home. You got evicted. Now it's time for a new tenant. So, I mean, hey. You have, if this is for you, you have I was going to say you have better coming. But then I was guided to correct it to you have best coming. This is the energy moving forward for relationships, jobs and stability, partnerships, experiences. Towards the end of the day, as the day was ending, I started hearing I was sitting in a car and I started hearing, and like a lot of times when I hear these, when I started hearing these songs, they can be songs to where I haven't heard in years. Like I'll hear certain songs and it be like, I haven't heard that in years. Like why am I, I haven't heard it in years. It's not in my playlist. It may be something that I know of the songs. I know it well enough to, know the basic lyrics. Maybe some of the verses or whatever. But it's certain songs that like I just know because it's certain lines that stick out to where like this song could be nowhere on my mind, like, but this particular song, it is in my playlist, and this is an artist that I don't want to say discovered, that I've known of for a while, but I recently started listening to her music within maybe like the past year or so. And I'm gonna go deeper into this probably in another video. But she is definitely one of those artists to where it's like certain songs, like it just like touch your soul. Like it's like you feel like she sees you. Like I've literally had experiences listening to her music to where I felt like she wrote it for me. Like, or she wrote like it was given this divine messenger energy, like I felt like do you see me? Like I'm in the car riding listening to the album, to the songs or whatever, and I'm looking around like like do you see me? Like and I just heard yeah, I see you. We both sitting up here looking like two big Barneys. So Tyler Perry can be significant to someone, and that color purple is coming up again. But anyway, The song is by Cleo Soul and it's called Young Love. So I'm randomly sitting in a car and I randomly hear Young love, I want you to value your life. I know you've been searching for peace of mind. I can't sing it, but I'm gonna sing anyway. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna sing. But anyway, I was kind of laid back in the car, and I heard Alchemist. Oh, the magic that surrounds you. Before I get into that, if you don't know that song, Cleo Soul, Young Love, I recommend that you go ahead and search the lyrics and listen to it. But anyway, back to the Alchemist, then you might resonate with alchemy or the term alchemist, or being able to overcome certain energies, certain obstacles that presents themselves to you, being able to transmute that energy and using it to your benefit and creating what you want to see. Co-creating with the divine. For those of you that I'm talking to, this is what you do. This is what you do effortlessly. So, after I heard Alchemist, I'm laying back looking at the sky and I see a cloud of orbs activate and light up so brightly in my vision. And then immediately after, I see a bird cross my vision in the sky.
Okay. Ooh, I feel like we covered so many different things. So, based on today's work, what would you say you're walking away with? It can be an affirmation, a mantra, an intention, um, a realization within yourself.
This is a new one, but I share my gifts with others.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Sister, smile, sister, laugh, sister, cry, sister, you a pride, sister. Don't hide, sister, shut and wise, sister. If this message resonated with you, I ask that you share your experience in the comments. Maybe not all of this resonated, but if this found you, I believe there was something in here that you needed to hear. So, stay protected, keep that hope, share your life, and did I say share your light? And you're gonna be all right. Until next time, peace.